So, Sonic Forces. I don't really like this game. It would have been best if I said this back in 2017, but I didn't have a Switch until the year after. So now that I got the game and it took me a grand total of 4 hours to beat, I suggest I talk about these weird 4 hours. Also, I'm playing the Switch version because I'm broke, so yeah. Up to this point, Sonic has experienced a sort of meta era, where every game has been seen as mediocre or the worst Sonic game of all time. Sonic Boom, a sub-franchise, was basically carrying the series in the wrong way. And behind the scenes, Sega started working on a new engine to run their next game, one that is regarded by the Sonic community as But I see this game as something else, something more deeper, something that represents everything wrong with meta-era Sonic. And that's what I'll be discussing today. I'll be skimming over the story first, so skip to this timestamp if you want to hear my actual thoughts on this game. Sonic is told by Tails to come to the city, as Eggman is terrorizing everyone and everything, and Tails is doing absolutely nothing. Before Sonic can finish off Eggman, he is stopped by clones of his past enemies and rivals, created by a mysterious red creature. They all beat up Sonic to the point where he is wounded, and despite all these games existing, Tails still hides behind a wall in fear, like he can't help Sonic. Awesome character development here! Meanwhile, the Resistance, led by Knuckles of all people, who actually had the job to do on Angel Island again for getting key lore here! Everyone speaks about this new person joining the team, which you have to make yourself. Apparently Sonic OC's made the developer think, we should put creatable characters in this game. Do not steal. So our created character, which we'll be calling Scout from now on, is given a mission by Knuckles, who has a mission of his own, which means all the rap songs from the Sonic Adventure games are no longer relevant because of a continuity error! God! Tails finds the broken Omega, the Omega, and tries to fix him, until Chaos comes and preys on Tails. Hey, remember that one Sonic game? What was it called? Gotta think of. I remember it. I just had it. Oh my god. Oh, I know. Sonic Adventure. That game, yeah. Then from out of nowhere, classic Sonic from Sonic Generate. Wait, he's not a younger Sonic? Rather, an alternate dimension version of him? What? Meanwhile, Sonic is confirmed to be alive, but is trapped in a prison in space. Instead of actually doing anything like in Sonic Adventure 2 was implied that Sonic was actually planning to escape, Sonic is cracking jokes. Sonic was locked away and tortured, but he still thinks that making cocky remarks is the best thing to do. Your whole planet is dying, and the best thing to do is to make a joke. Sonic faces Zavok, and it's revealed that he is a clone made by the Phantom Ruby, as the same song plays. Sonic then escapes the prison in style. Sonic meets up with Scout, 100% confirming that Sonic is alive. They jump into a space pod and escape the space prison. The same red creature we saw earlier encounters Silver, and suddenly their fight is interrupted by Sonic. Infinite then fights Sonic on a snake, and after Sonic weakens him, he creates a giant Phantom Ruby wave thing and uses it to attack Sonic. Infinite returns to Eggman recounting his encounter with Sonic and more about their plan. I don't understand why they are in the middle of Green Hill when they could be doing all of this in Eggman's lab. It's too late. Classic Sonic and Tails are already listening to your plan. Classic Sonic defeats Eggman again, and Eggman reminds them that their end is near. In 3 days, his plan will go into fruition, and they will die. Let's see how our heroes handle this news afterwards. Scout finds the Phantom Ruby that dropped while Infinite and Silver were fighting. Classic Sonic and Tails meet up with Scout and a new cutscene plays? Well then, Sonic and Tails reunite along with Classic Sonic. Sonic makes a pun about being generations since he's seen Classic Sonic.
It's been generations since I've seen you. You okay?
Sonic encounters Shadow, and then the real Shadow knocks him out, and is revealed to be a clone as well. Scout enters Metropolis, and then fights Infinite. Then there's another mission with Sonic back at the city. Our heroes blow up the Death Egg for the 4th time in the series. With 5 hours left, Sonic and Scout speed through Metropolitan Highway and meet up with Eggman. Infinite creates a void using no space, sending Sonic and Scout inside. They then use their double boots to break out of the void, and we get to a part that I actually like in this game. Sonic and Scout make it back to Eggman, and Eggman warns them again about their eventual demise, but Sonic still wants to joke, cause this is a stupid Nintendo game for little kiddies. Now it's time for the Resistance to go into war. I like how Tails is behind everyone, despite having a giant mech, and even defeating Eggman on his own. Eggman then brings the giant sun from the sky and attempts to kill everyone, what the f***? Before everyone says goodbye and goes to furry heaven, Scout jumps into action and uses the Phantom Ruby prototype to stop the giant sun from killing everyone. Eggman then uses his latest invention, the Death Egg the Death Egg Robot. Are we seriously doing this again? When the Death Egg Robot number 128 gets defeated, the war is over, Classic Sonic goes back to his world, and the day is saved, and the stupid Nintendo game is finally over. Now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about my main problems with this game. This is obviously the main problem with this game, and I'm still surprised that people defend it and say that it's any better than Sonic 06. First off, every character in this game is a derailed or flanderized version of their source material. Now, are there any good characters in this game? No. Sure, there are characters that aren't terrible, but either their greatest moments were shown in a game before it, or they don't exist. So who are the characters that suck? Let's find out now. Most of the things I'm going to say about Sonic are mostly the meta era as a whole, but my point will still apply to Sonic Forces. Sonic downgraded as a character throughout the years. Before the meta era, he was a cocky teenager who played by his own rules. He usually would crack small jokes about Eggman, sometimes help his friends out by teaching them life lessons, like how you should make the most of your life, and stuff like that. Now let's look at him in the meta era. Definitely jokes a lot, but he doesn't take anything seriously. For example, we are led to believe that Sonic was tortured for 6 months. Despite this, he is still mentally stable, like nothing happened. Maybe have a scene where he gets flashbacks of all the pain and suffering he went through in the prison. Better yet, why do you even need to say that Sonic was being tortured? To boost the ESRB rating? Apparently not, because they didn't put that as the reason why the game is D10+. Furthermore, the official ESRB website doesn't say anything about the rating. It just comes out as extra and unnecessary stake rate. As a writer, you need to make sure everything you put into your narrative has a reason to be there. If not, common flaws such as plot holes and retroactive continuity will form. For example, if you're going to say a character injured themselves, then incorporate that into the story. If they're perfectly fine, then congrats! You just made a huge plot hole! But I heavily digress. Back to our boy, Meta-Era Sonic is the worst version of Sonic I've ever came across. He is the embodiment of the Sonic Twitter. When I was younger, I thought this was perfectly fine. However, as I started to play games such as Sonic Adventure 2 and Sonic Heroes, and comparing them to Sonic Forces, I finally understand why the Sonic should never return in any future game, except this one. The only redeeming quality he has is that he helps Scout become more confident in himself to fight Infinite. But that's only one thing. But Sonic isn't the worst character. There are 2 more we have to cover. Hey guys, so I was gonna do Infinite and Sonic Mania, but due to time constraints and technical difficulties, I'm just gonna go with Classic Sonic. Classic Sonic, or Santiago, was first seen in Sonic Generations. Originally, he was a younger version of Sonic, but then was retconned to be just from an alternate dimension, one that represents the classic era of Sonic the Hedgehog. Now, why is this so bad? Well, my problem isn't that he's in the game. My problem is how he is viewed. First of all, Classic Sonic is just there. He does not contribute to anything other than extra backup for the Resistance. Second, he has no personality. Since he's mute, he has nothing to do, nothing to say. Classic Sonic is not a character, he is a mere tool to lure in Classic Sonic fans to this awful game. However, there is a character that was hit the most in the game, a character torn apart to the point where they aren't even themselves anymore. That character is... Oh boy, I was waiting this like a midnight release. Tails is the worst character in this game. This is the main reason why I hate this game and wanted to make this video. And this really hits the hardest because Tails is my favorite Sonic character. Before this, Tails had a character arc. He always depended on Sonic, but in dire situations when Sonic isn't there to save him, he needs to fly higher and handle things on his own. Slowly, the Sonic franchise started to forget who Tails was as a character. And here we are today. Tails is always hiding behind his friends and not doing anything. Dude, you have a mech. There is no reason for you to be hiding. One of the worst examples is when Chaos Zero showed up and Tails cried out for Sonic. What? You defeated Chaos 4 before this. Why are you relying on someone else to defeat a weaker version of your enemy? Sega has forgotten about Tails and what he means to the Sonic franchise. Just because he isn't a playable character doesn't mean you have to treat him well. But Jacob, this is a game made for little kiddies. Why do you care so much? I hate when people use this argument. Liking and disliking a game is no different from someone doing the same thing to a movie. Tails made this game more miserable than Symphony. Hopefully Sega can learn their mistakes and remember what Tails originally was. Oh, alright, we got 2 more categories to go through, so let's get going. Like characters, gameplay is separated in different parts. There are 4 characters with 3 different gameplay styles. Sonic's gameplay style is speed-based, boosting his back, and so is the homing attack and grinding on rail. The main problem with this is that the levels are basically just boost to win, literally. The most infamous example of this is Luminous Forest, which you can beat with one hand. Just think about that for a second. Well, it's not all that bad. The end of No Space was pretty fun. The rookie stages are just the Sonic stages but with a new item called the Wispin, which depending on what wisp you have, you can reach different parts of the level. For instance, if there was a path with ring, you can use it almost like Speed Dash. My only problem is that all the Sonic stages feel like Sonic but with a weapon. Overall, these are my favorite type of stages in the game. Like in Sonic Generations, classic Sonic tries to emulate the style of the first 4 Sonic the Hedgehog games. Overall, I think this part of the game was heavily rushed since most of the level tropes have been done to death many times before. Alright, now we can talk about my favorite part of this game. This is my favorite Sonic music from the meta era. Most of this music is really good and helps me get through the terrible parts of the game. Most of them you've heard throughout the video, but I'll just show you my top 5 favorites. This is no doubt a terrible game. Everything we built up from the adventure games have been torn apart and destroyed. Recently it has been proven that Sega does not care about what they put out nowadays. Sega will keep milking Sonic until the end of time. They do not care about their fans, and that includes me. But I'm pretty sure you guys do. It's always nice to hear other people's thoughts, and that's where discussions come in. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about the video. Is there anything I need to improve on? What do you agree or disagree with in this video? I might do a Q&A afterwards if I get enough comments. That being said, besides my annoying lispy voice and terrible mic, I hope you enjoyed the video. Stay fast.